the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Army Chief stresses Caltech's importance in strengthening external defense. Fourth ID eliminates two top NPA leaders in Agusan del Sur clash. OCD orders an inventory of projects affected by USAID freeze. House of Representatives fake news hearings resume today.
Hello to everyone, especially to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo in Quezon City. Today is Monday, February 17, and this is AFP Community News, your source for the updates of the armed forces and other developments across the country. I am Rofh Suzon-Abay, here to bring you today's stories.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For the brief overview of our news, Army Chief Lieutenant General Roy Galido emphasized the significance of the Combined Arms Training Exercise or CATEX in enhancing the Army's transition to external security operations during his visit to the 702nd Infantry Brigade Headquarters in Manaoag, Pangasinan. He told the troops that they improve their mission capability through training, especially in the upcoming CATEX Katihan. He also highlighted the teamwork as key to mission success, stating that each soldier's role contributes to the overall effectiveness of the unit. The second iteration of CATEX Katihan next month will integrate various warfighting functions and serve as a crucial preparation for the Army's participation in the Salaknib Balikatan and JPMRCX exercises with the United States Army Pacific.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 4th Infantry Division dealt another major blow to the communist insurgency in Caraga as two high-ranking New People's Army leaders were neutralized in a clash in Prosperidad, Agusan del Sur. Troops from the 3rd Special Forces Battalion engaged members of the Regional Centro de Gravidad of the Northeastern Mindanao Regional Committee, resulting in the deaths of Larry Garcia alias Joven and his deputy alias Gaga o Garing. Soldiers also recovered backpacks, a radio, medical supplies, and subversive documents. 4th ID Commander Brigadier General Michel Anayron Jr. commended the troops and reiterated his call for remaining NPA members to surrender.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear a report on the ground about 79 IB clash thwarts rebel extortion in Negros. Call for the details, Spencer Ross.
Yes, Rofh, troops from the 79th Infantry Battalion engaged remnants of the dismantled Northern Negros Front in a brief gunfight in Barangay Cadahuan, Cadiz City, injuring a rebel finance officer, First Lieutenant Dan Carlos Somozo, 79th Infantry Battalion spokesperson reported. Soldiers recovered extortion letters, personal belongings, subversive documents, and empty shells at the counter site. Military operations continue with police support as the injured rebel and his two companions remain in hiding. 3rd Infantry Brigade urged political candidates to resist rebel extortion schemes ahead of May 12 elections. This is Spencer reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Spencer.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The government is set to assist 67 former Abu Sayyaf Group members and 30 widows through a reintegration program led by the Ministry of Public Order and Safety Sulu and the 11th 02nd Infantry Brigade. A final coordinating conference was held in Luok, Sulu to facilitate financial assistance and support of their return to mainstream society. The initiative aims to promote peace and stability in the region by addressing the root causes of conflict and fostering sustainable development.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The La Libertad local government assisted the family of New People's Army propaganda squad member who was neutralized in a clash with the 62nd Infantry Battalion in Barangay Talaon, La Libertad, Negros Oriental. Authorities retrieved Rolito Tanillo's remains, which were examined by SOCO before being turned over to his family at Infirmary Hospital, La Libertad. 62nd IB Commander Lieutenant Colonel Evelio Ilanga III extended condolences and urged remaining rebels to surrender. He also emphasized that misguided beliefs continue to cost lives.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear more from Jai about 303rd Infantry Brigade deploys 1,045 troops for May 12 calls.
As Rofh, the 303rd Infantry Brigade is mobilizing 1,045 Army soldiers and CAFGUs to secure the May 12 elections in Negros Occidental. According to report, troops will protect candidates, voters, and poll workers, downplaying potential threats from the New People's Army remnants. This follows an NPA-claimed attack on construction equipment in Negros Oriental and a recent clash in Cadiz City. The Provincial Joint Security Coordinating Center will also meet tomorrow to assess election-related security concerns. Meanwhile, a peace covenant signing in Bacolod City gathered 12 political candidates pledging fair and peaceful elections. This is Jai reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jai.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
A former New People's Army member helped the government troops uncover an arm and explosive cache in Labo, Camarines Norte. Acting on the tip, soldiers from the 16th Infantry Battalion and local police recovered 4 M16A1 rifles, 1 M14 rifle, 1 M1 carbine, anti-personnel mines, hand grenades, and also the detonating devices in Barangay Baay. Second ID Commander Major General Cerillo Balaoro Jr. warned of the dangers posed by the MPA's use of banned explosives. He also reiterated the Army's commitment in protecting civilians. Moreover, he urged the remaining rebels to surrender and embrace peace.
DWDD National News.
And now for our national news, the Office of Civil Defense Administrator Ariel Nepomuceno has ordered an inventory of all projects that will be affected by the pause in foreign assistance from the United States. Nepomuceno said the OCD acknowledges and respects the pronouncements made by the current U.S. administration. He then directed Deputy Administrator for Administration Assistant Secretary Bernardo Rafaelito Alejandro IV and Deputy Administrator for Operations Assistant Secretary Cesar Idio to identify the projects that may be affected by the directive. The officials were also told to recommend ways to continue the implementation of the concerned projects, addressing challenges and identifying opportunities for optimization.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from Eljoy of First Year G about 71st IB Dole awards additional livelihood projects to POs in Pangasinan.
Yes, good afternoon. In line with the mandate of the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict, the 71st Infantry Kaibigan Battalion Philippine Army, in partnership with the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Office 1 and the local government unit of Mangatarem, Pangasinan, successfully facilitated the awarding of another kabuhayan project in the form of agricultural supplies worth 300,000 pesos this time to the Sitio Libag Farmers Association of Barangay Caucatin, Mangatarem, Pangasinan. Sitio Libag Farmers Association is one of the people's organizations organized by the Kaibigan Battalion in the province of Pangasinan as part of its community support program, while the Livelihood Project is part of DOLE's Integrated Livelihood Program, which aims to provide sustainable livelihood opportunities to conflict-vulnerable communities. It can be recalled that 3 other people's organizations in Pangasinan have already received their respective livelihood projects, amounting to 1.2 million pesos early this February. Mr. Roman Calascas, president of Silifas, expressed his gratitude to the DOLE, 71st Infantry Battalion, and LGU Mangatarem for their time and support until the realization of their livelihood project. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Colonel Benny C. Sinca, commanding officer of the 71st Infantry Battalion, expressed his gratitude to DOLE and LGU Mangatarem for their unwavering support to the people's organizations in Pangasinan. This is Meljoy Nesho Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Maljoy of First Year G.
DWDD National News.
The House of Representatives panel of 3 committees will conduct its second hearing on fake news today. The TRICOM is composed of the Committee on Public Order and Safety, Committee on Information and Communications Technology, and Committee on Public Information. Santa Rosa Representative Dan Fernandez explained that the TRICOM is not suppressing free speech. He also added that the House is investigating whether social media is being used to mislead the public, undermine the institutions, or facilitate foreign disinformation. To recall, several social media personalities did not attend the first hearing last February 4.
DWDD National News.
The government is exploring the possibility of merging the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology with the Bureau of Corrections. Bucor Director General Gregorio Catapang said the merger, which has been endorsed by Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla, aims to create a unified penology and correctional system. Bucor will serve as the lead agency. Catapang said that under the plan, DJMP facilities, especially those in highly congested urban areas, may be relocated to Central Luzon and Calabarzon. He also added that the move aims to alleviate the overcrowding and improving the rehabilitation process for PDLs.
Armed Forces Radio.
And more updates from Gio about 73rd IB joins community outreach in Sarangani.
Soldiers uncovered a weapons cache in Nueva Ecija.
Yes, Rofh, the 73rd Infantry Battalion partnered with local agencies to conduct a community outreach program at Lanao Kapanglao Integrated School, Glan, Sarangani. The initiative focused on peace and development in disadvantaged areas, provided 470 school supplies, 450 sleepers, and essential goods to IP students and parents. 73rd Infantry Battalion continues to work with stakeholders to promote educational equality and support conflict-affected communities. This is Gio reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gio.
DWDD National News.
For other development story, the Bureau of Corrections is evaluating the challenges the proposal could pose to the country's prison management system amid the discussions on the possible reinstatement of the death penalty in the Philippines. Bucor Director General Gregorio Catapang said that the agency's primary mandate remains the safekeeping and rehabilitation of persons deprived of liberty. Catapang explained that the possible return of the death penalty will affect the correctional system, from prisoner classification to facility management. If capital punishment is reinstated, logistical and infrastructure challenges will arise as the country's execution facility has long been decommissioned. The lethal injection chamber, once the site of state executions, has since been repurposed into a museum, signifying the Philippines' shift away from capital punishment in past years.
DWDD National News.
The robust trade and defense relations between Singapore and the Philippines contribute to peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific region, Singapore's envoy to Manila said. Singapore ambassador to the Philippines, Constance C. hailed the ties between the two countries during the port call in Manila of the Singapore Navy ship RSS Endeavour. C said the goodwill visit from this February reflected the strong bilateral relations between the two countries. Last February 14, the Endeavour hosted a reception for over 100 guests from the armed forces of the Philippines, Philippine government officials, the diplomatic committee, and the Singaporean community in the Philippines.
Armed Forces Radio.
From NOLCOM, let's hear some information from Joanne about government troops uncover armed cache in Nueva Ecija.
Soldiers uncovered a weapons cache in Nueva Ecija believed to belong to the remnants of the dismantled Komiteng Larangang Guerrilla Sierra Madre. Acting on a tip from a former rebel, the 91st Infantry Battalion of the 7th Infantry Division launched a scouring operation in the mountainous village of Barangay Sawmill over the weekend, leading to the recovery of firearms and explosives. Among the seized items were an M16 rifle, a .38 caliber pistol, a high explosive hand grenade, spent bullet casings, live ammunition, and magazines. In a statement, the Army hailed the operation as a significant blow to the remaining elements of Komiteng Rehiyon Gitnang Luzon, reinforcing its commitment to dismantling insurgent groups and ensuring regional stability. As this developed, the military reiterated its call for insurgents to surrender and avail of the government's offer of financial aid, livelihood support, and reintegration assistance. This is John Sadok reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Juan from Nolco.
DWDD National News.
For other development story, an organized labor group has pushed for a bilateral labor agreement between the Philippines and the United Kingdom to end the exploitation of thousands of Filipino migrant fishermen on board British fishing boats. TUCP Party List Representative Deputy Speaker Raymond Democrito Mendoza said the millions of Filipino fishers struggle under exploitative conditions, face forced labor, human trafficking, and inhumane treatment in international waters. The TUCP had sent a delegation to London to bring up the problem of migrant Filipino fishermen with Philippine Ambassador to the United Kingdom, Teodoro Locsin Jr. During the discussions, Mendoza pushed for a bilateral labor agreement between the Philippines and the UK to harmonize work contracts and extend labor protection to all migrant fishers.
DWDD National News.
Improved services for pensioners and lower interest rates on salary and calamity loans are among the priorities of the Social Security system this year. SSS President and CEO Robert Declaro said they are studying to reduce the interest rate on the salary or calamity loan programs and to pursue self-employed coverage. The agency is also reviewing their guidelines on the annual confirmation of pensioners program to simplify requirements and other verification processes for the convenience of pensioners. The SSS chief has sought to address the sentiments of Philippine-based retirement pensioners above 80 years old to ensure their continuous receipt of pension benefits.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Mars about MBLT-10 swiftly mobilizes to counter foreign threats.
Yes, Rofh Marine Battalion Landing Team 10 of the 4th Marine Brigade swiftly relocated to strategic hide site upon receiving intelligence on a potential foreign aggressor. The unit established lookout and observation posts to monitor enemy movements while securing key position and optimizing force deployment. Through precise maneuver and vigilance, the Marine effectively deterred any hostile advances. Moreover, they reinforced their defensive posture. This is Mars reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mars.
DWDD National News.
The Toll Regulatory Board announced that the cashless toll collection in the major expressway in Luzon will resume on March 15. TRB said expressway users must have a valid electronic toll collection device or RFID stickers installed on their vehicles. A valid ETC device or RFID sticker will be installed on vehicles without a device or sticker once they enter the toll plaza. The TRB said that these would ease the traffic as dedicated toll lanes used by cash-paying motorists are usually congested with long lines of motor vehicles.
DWDD National News.
A 4-minute phreatic eruption at Taal volcano in Batangas province was recorded yesterday. According to PHIVOX, the minor burst occurred at 8:20 a.m. which generated a 900-meter plume that drifted westwards. PHIVOX Director Teresito Bacolcol said that it was the second minor phreatic eruption since February 15 of this year. A phreatic eruption happens when water comes into contact with hot volcanic materials, producing steam and ash and sometimes fragmented volcanic materials.
Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from Mike. 12 CMO Battalion joins blood donation drive in Quezon City.
Yes, the 12th Civil Military Operations Battalion participated in a bloodletting activity organized by Jimmy Capuzzo Foundation at Ever Commonwealth Mall, Quezon City. The initiative aimed to provide much-needed blood supply for hospitals and critically ill patients through the collective efforts of troops and other participants. The event strengthened the spirits of bayanihan and community service. This is Mike reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mike.
Armed Forces Radio.
And now from Mives of 7 CRG, JTF NCR participates in Sagip Dugtong Buhay Bloodletting Project in Quezon City.
Yes, Rofh, JTF NCR participates in Sagip Dugtong Buhay Bloodletting Project in Quezon City. The Joint Task Force National Capital Region actively participated in the Sagip Dugtong Buhay Bloodletting Project organized by the GMA Kapuso Foundation in partnership with the Philippine Red Cross at Ever Commonwealth Mall, Quezon City. The event, held from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., successfully gathered volunteers committed to saving lives through blood donation. Both men and women of JTF NCR joined the initiative as part of their continued dedication to humanitarian service. Their participation reinforced the vital role of the military and community-driven efforts and showcased their unwavering commitment to public welfare. Throughout the day, troops underwent the proper screening process before successfully donating blood alongside hundreds of Bayaning Kapuso volunteers. The initiative aimed to raise awareness about the importance of voluntary blood donation and ensure adequate blood supply for those in need. Representatives from the Philippine Red Cross facilitated the procedures, ensuring that medical and safety standards were upheld. Their collaboration with JTF NCR and the GMA Kapuso Foundation played a crucial role in the success of the event. With the active involvement of the JTF NCR and other volunteers, the Sagip Dugtong Buhay Bloodletting Project continues to be a beacon of hope, strengthening the spirit of bayanihan and making a meaningful impact on public health. This is Mabes Omaga reporting for the AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mabes from 7 CRG.
DWDD National News.
Northeast monsoon Ramihan is prevailing over North Luzon, while the shear line is affecting eastern section Luzon and the ITCZ is raining far down in southern Mindanao. According to Pagasa, Batanes, Bagayan and Apayawin Cagayan Valley will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers due to Amihan. In the eastern section of Luzon, the shear line is causing cloudy skies and scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the easterlies.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, especially to our audience on AFP Radio, DWDD's Facebook page. Be sure to join and catch us again tomorrow for more stories and updates, same time and same station. Once again, this is Rofh Suzon-Abay for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.